All right, this is class 3 of arithmetic. We're going to be adding whole numbers. First problem is 53 plus 4,212. Now the algorithm we're going to use to add these numbers involves lining up the numbers vertically. And it doesn't matter which number you put on top. You can put the 53 on top too, like this. You'll get the same answer. We're going to write a line under the numbers and a plus sign because we're adding. And in case you don't know, the word algorithm just means a set of instructions to do some calculation. And so now we're going to add up the numbers. But before we add them up, the most important thing that you have to know is that when you line up the numbers vertically, the place value of the numbers has to be lined up. So notice that the 2 and 3 are lined up. Because the 2 is in the ones place of 4,212, and the 3 is in the one place of 53. And the tens place numbers are lined up. And of course, you'd have the hundreds place and so on and so forth, thousands place. So now we start by adding the numbers in the ones place. 2 plus 3 is 5. Then add the numbers in the tens place. 1 plus 5 is 6. And you can just consider these numbers to be 0. But I don't want you to write those zeros in there because then there's no such thing as a number 0053. So that's not traditional to write a number that way. So 2 plus 0 is 2. 4 plus 0 is 4. Count 3 places over. 1, 2, 3. And there's your comma. All right. So now we showed all of our work there. This is all of our work. Okay, now we have to write the final answer. 4,265 and rectangle it so the reader sees exactly where our answer is. All right. So now let's do another problem. 256 plus 301. Line up the numbers vertically, add your plus sign, and start by adding the numbers in the ones place. 6 plus 1 is 7. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's our final answer, 557. Rectangle it. And there you go. All right. Now you try. Go ahead and set up the problem. Pause the video and see what you can do. And when you're done, push play and we'll do it together. All right, we're back. Start by lining the numbers up. Again, it's traditional to put the bigger number on top. I don't know if I mentioned that, but typically people put the bigger numbers on top. All right, 6 plus 1 is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. 7 plus 0 is 7. Count 3 places over. 1, 2, 3. Put your comma. Final answer is 7,587. Rectangle your answer, and there you go. Now remember, you have to rewrite the answer and rectangle it so that the reader can see exactly where it is. That just makes it easier for the person who's reading the paper to see your work. So this is how I want it done every time you do a problem. I want you to rewrite the problem. I didn't have to rewrite the problem because it was already there. Just to save time, I write these problems in before the class starts. But I want you to rewrite the problem here. I want you to show all of your work here. And I want you to rewrite the answer and rectangle it. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I don't want to do all that stuff. Well, too bad. This is just how you have to show your work. In school, even if you're homeschooled, you got to organize your work. You got to keep a record of your work so that people can go back and see what you've done and not have to struggle to read your writing. And again, I know it's a pain to have to do all that, to have to rewrite the problem and show all your work and write the final answer, but you've got no choice. I mean, this is the academic world. This is just what you have to do. All right. So if you didn't get the right answer, that's okay. Let's try another one. You're just learning this stuff, so don't worry about it. We're going to do tons and tons of these problems. All right, let's write the bigger number on top. And a smaller number. Again, lining up the numbers vertically. And go ahead and do the problem. Pause the video and see what you get. And then when you're done, we'll do it together. All right. 1 plus 1 is 2. 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. 5 plus 3 is 8. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 is 2. Count 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. So we have 2 commas in this number. 2,568,212. That's a big number. 2,568,212. All right. So if you got the right answer, pat yourself on the back. If you didn't get the right answer, that's completely fine. Again, we're going to do tons of these problems. All right, number 5. Now, number 5 says find the sum of the two numbers. The sum is just a number that results when you add two numbers together. So if you have $5 and I have $3, the sum of those numbers will be 8. So sum is just a noun. If you were multiplying numbers, the result would be called a product. If you subtract numbers, the result is called a difference. And if you divide the numbers, the result is called a quotient. So those are all just nouns that describe what you get after doing those operations. All right. So it's the same problem. So go ahead and set up the problem, pause the video, and see what you can do, and then when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. So write the big number on top. And 15, 2, 2, 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 plus 1 is 3. 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 2 is 7. 8 plus 1 is 9. 1 plus 0 is 1. Count 3 places over. 1, 2, 3, comma. Final answer is 197,735. All right. So if you got that one right, pat yourself on the back. Good job. Right now we're going into a slightly different problem. You're going to see what's different about this. So let's try it. 938 plus 2,517. Line up the numbers vertically. Now what's different about this sum is that when you add the numbers in the ones digits, the result is going to be a number that's actually a 2-digit number. 8 plus 7 is 15. So what do? Well, you write the number in the ones digit, or the ones place. That number goes here. And the number in the tens place, you're not going to write here. That's not where it goes for this algorithm. Instead, you're going to do something called carrying. You're going to carry the number. All right? Then instead of adding 3 plus 1 in the tens place, you're going to add 3 plus 1 plus another 1 to get 5. So normally it would be 3 plus 1 is 4, but because you carried the number, it's now 3 plus 1 is 5. All right? Then you just continue on with the algorithm. But look, we have another situation. 5 plus 9 is a number that's it's greater than a 1-digit number. It's a 2-digit number. 5 plus 9 is 14. So you're not going to write 14 here like that. You're going to write the 4, and then you're going to carry the 1. So now instead of 2 plus 0, it's 2 plus 1. Well, technically you can keep the 0 there, but you get the point. All right. Count 3 places over. 1, 2, 3. There's your comma. And let me get rid of this stuff. So the final answer is 3,455. All right. So let's try another one of those. I'm going to start going a little faster here. I don't want to bore you. Line up the numbers vertically. Add your plus sign. Now 5 plus 6 is 11. Again, that's a 2-digit number, so you have to carry one of the ones. You have to carry the ones in the tens place. Now it's 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 2. 9 plus 6 is 15. So again, that's a 2-digit number, so you have to write the number in the ones place, carry the number in the tens place. Now you've got 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 6, and then 4 plus 0 is 4. Count 3 places over. and your comma goes there. So final answer, 46,521. All right, now you try. Pause the video. Again, when you add the numbers, you're going to get some 2-digit numbers. So remember, you have to carry. So pause the video, see what you can do, and then when you're done, when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 7,432 plus 2,977. 2 plus 7 is 9. 7 plus 3 is 10. Uh-oh. We have a 2-digit number, so we have to write the number in the ones place, carry the number in the tens place. 9 plus 4 plus 1 is 14. Uh-oh. We got another number that's a 2-digit. Write the number in the ones place, carry the number in the tens place. Now 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3. Comma. I don't know why that keeps coming up. These programs don't work perfectly. Wish they did. Rectangle the final answer. And there you go. All right. So now we go on to number 9. Pause the video, try number 9, and then when you're done, we'll come back and do it together. All right, we're back. 832,431, 98,236. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. Uh-oh. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 9 plus 3 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. Count 3 places over. There goes your comma. And remember, you always have to write the final answer again and rectangle it. And there you go. All right. So let's try another problem. There's going to be something slightly different about this problem. When you add the last numbers, the numbers in the hundreds place, you're going to get a 2-digit number. But it's no big deal. It's pretty much the same problem. You'll see. 905 plus 745. Add the numbers in the ones digits. 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 0 plus 4 is 5. Now, the last numbers, 9 plus 7, you get 16. So that's a 2-digit number as a result of adding the last numbers, the numbers to the far left. But it's no big deal. You just write, instead, you can't carry because there are no numbers over here, right? So when you write the number, you don't carry anything. You just write the final number. Again, if there are other numbers here, you would just carry the 1, but there's no numbers there, so you just write the final answer, the final number. 1,650 is our final answer. So that problem was pretty much the same thing, just a slight difference. All right, find the sum of 816 and 482. Now you do this problem, pause the video, and see what you can do, and then when you come back, we'll do it together. Again, you have remember, if they're telling you to find a sum, that means they just want you to find the number that results when you add 816 and 482 together. That's what the word sum means. It's a noun. All right, go ahead and try the problem. All right, now we're back. 816 plus 482. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 4 plus 8 is 12. So again, because 8 and 4 were the last numbers to the left, when we added them, we didn't have to carry. We just wrote the 1 in place. All right. So the answer is 1,298. All right, now you try number 12, pause the video, and when you're done, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 658, 796, 8 plus 6 is 14. 5 plus 9 is 14, plus 1 is 15. 7 plus 6 plus 1 is 14. Put your comma. 1,454. Rectangle your answer. And there you go. All right. On to 13. See if you can try number 13. Pause the video, and when you're done, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 53,896 plus blah, blah, blah. 6 plus 6 is 12, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 plus 3 is 13, carry the 1. 8 plus 9 plus 1 is 18, carry the 1. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 1 is 11, carry the 1. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 1 is 14. Write your final answer. Put your comma. 141,832. That's your final answer. So that problem was a big one because we were carrying a 1 for every column, right? Now you try 14, pause the video, and when you're done, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 999 plus, oh wait, should write the big number on top. Again, that's not really necessary, but just traditional. All right, 9 plus 4 is 13. 11, 14, 6, 6,413. Right, number 15. Pause the video. And when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 9,001 plus 8,000. Line up your numbers. Again, the most important thing is to line up your numbers. You see how I'm kind of off here? If you don't add the numbers in the proper place values, the ones place with the ones place, the tens place with the tens place, then your answer is really going to be off. All right, 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 9 plus 8 is 17. Put your comma, 17,001. All right, next problem. Go ahead and try it, see what you can do, and when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 684 times 97. 4 plus 7 is 11, so on and so forth. 781. All right, now on to problem 17. Okay, now we're adding more than 2 numbers. We're adding 3 numbers this time. That's no big deal. You just line the numbers up vertically again. It's the same algorithm pretty much. So 511, that's traditional to write the biggest number on top, then 20, then on 12. Put your plus sign, and it's the same situation. Add the numbers in the ones place, then the tens place, and the hundreds place, and so on and so forth. 1 plus 0 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is 4. 5 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. Blah, 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 blah. 543. Rectangle. Boom. Done. All right. All right, let's do another one of those. $6,012 plus 231 plus 113. Add the numbers in the ones place. 2 plus 1 plus 3 is 6. 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 5. 1 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. 6 plus 0 plus 0 is 6. And final answer, 6,356. All right. Now pause the video, try number 19, and when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. Line up the numbers vertically. I'm writing the numbers, the greatest ones on top, the smallest ones on the bottom, but it really doesn't matter. In fact, just to show you that it doesn't matter, I'm going to go ahead and write the smallest ones on top. I mean, just to be thorough here. 297. So I'm reversing the order. You're going to get the same answer. 8 plus 7 is 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 14 is 15. Carry the 1. Add all these numbers up, and you get 16, I believe. $1,000. Oh, I forgot to put a comma on the number 18. 1,655 rectangle, and that's your final answer. So if you did that correctly, pat yourself on the back. You now know how to add 3 numbers. If you got it wrong, that's okay. We're gonna do a lot of these problems. Now we're gonna try number 20. Just so you know, adding 4 numbers, 5 numbers, 6 numbers, a billion numbers, it's all the same algorithm. It's all the same operation. So try number 20. Now we've got 4-digit numbers. Try number 20, and when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. Let's write the number. Three plus 7 plus 1 is 11. Add all these numbers. Adding all these. I got 11. One plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 is 6. And 8 plus 2 plus 1 is 11. Final answer, 11,611. Just double checking that. I think that's right. All right. So if you got the right answer, that's good. If you didn't, no problem. Now we'll go on to the next one. So now we're adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. 5 numbers. But it's just the same algorithm. Line them all up and add them together. So pause the video, try it, and when you're done, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 82 plus 50, 31, 12, 43. I'm going to move this up a little bit. right? Again, it's the same algorithm. Add the numbers in the ones place. I don't want to bore you by constantly restating the same thing. 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, that's 8. 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 3 is 16, plus 1 is 17, plus 4 is 21, 218. All right. Pause the video, try the next one, and when you're done, we'll do it together. Oh yeah, that's right. 500 plus 431 plus 223 plus 171. Add the numbers in the ones place. 5, 12, 13, 1,325. Now we're going to do a word problem. One molecule of carbon monoxide contains 1 atom of carbon and 1 atom of oxygen. An atom of carbon has a mass of 12 atomic mass units, and an atom of oxygen has a mass of 16 atomic mass units. What is the mass of one molecule of carbon monoxide? In case you don't know, an atomic mass unit is just a very, very small unit of mass, and it's used to measure very, very small particles called atoms. So carbon monoxide is CO, 1 carbon atom and one oxygen atom. So that means we have to add the mass of carbon and the mass of oxygen. So 16 is the mass of oxygen and 12 is the mass of carbon. 6 plus 2 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the answer, I'm going to go ahead and move this over a little bit. The answer is 28 atomic mass units. Now, please be aware that because this is a word problem, you have to say the units. You have to tell the reader what you're actually counting. Are you counting carrots? Are you counting gold coins? What are you counting? Well, we're counting atomic mass units. So whenever you're doing a word problem, always write what you're counting in the final answer. So now, pause the video and try 24. And when you come back, we'll do it together. Right now we're back. Let's read it together real quick. Bill has $8,117 and Ann has $9,438. If they combine their savings, how much will they have altogether? Will they have enough to buy a $13,501 $1 car? Assume all taxes and additional fees are included in the price. This problem is not realistic because, you'd have to add tax and fees and all that type of stuff. But we're just assuming that that's all included in the $13,501. Anyway, so Bill has that amount, 8,000 something, what Ann has 9,000, whatever. Let's see if they combine their savings. Let's see how much they have. So in order to do that, you just find the sum. 9,438 plus 8,117. Add up the numbers vertically. 8 plus 7 is 15. 1 plus 3 plus 1 is 5, blah, blah, blah. You already know how to do this. 17. Count 3 places over. Your comma goes there. Final, so let's see. So that's the final answer. $17,555. Make sure you put your dollar sign. Again, it's $17,555. It's not eggs. It's not 17,555 cars. it's dollars. So you have to put your dollar sign. And again, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, I don't want to put the dollar sign. I just want to put the number. But you have to put the dollar sign, or else you don't know what you're counting. So that's part of our answer, so we have to rectangle that. Now, this problem has kind of an extra twist to it, because it's a two-part problem. A lot of students, they'll get 17,555 and they'll go on to the next problem. But remember, it said that there's a part 2. It says, will they have enough to buy a 13,501 car? We haven't answered that yet, right? So we have to say yes or no. So obviously they have this amount of money, right? They need this amount of money. So do they have enough? Well, the answer is yes, of course. They have more than enough. So the answer is, and we should always write in complete sentences. Let's just say they have enough to buy the car. And that's part of the answer, so you have to rectangle that. All right. I think that's right. 15. All right. So now let's go on to the next problem. Pause the video and see what you can do, and when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. John has 153 ounces of water, Linda has 155 ounces, Lisa has 89 ounces, and Tom has 49 ounces. How much water do they have in total? Well, this is obviously an addition problem. 153, 155, 89, 49. So we're adding more than 2 numbers here. So again, all you do is just add the ones place numbers, then you add the tens place numbers, then the hundreds place, and so on and so forth. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 5 is 23, plus 3 is 26. Carry the 2. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 8 is 20, plus 4 is 24. Carry the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 446. So again, we have to say what are we counting here? Well, we're counting ounces. Ounces are notated or abbreviated OZ. All right? And ounces, in case you're wondering, is a measure of volume. It's a measure of the amount, the space of something. In this problem, we're measuring mass. That just tells you how much matter is there. Volume tells you just the space that's taken up. So liquid is measured in a different way than most mass forms or material forms. All right, on to 26. Find the perimeter of the triangular garden. We haven't learned perimeter yet. Perimeter just means that you're going. It's one-dimensional. So it's like measuring the length of a string, or the length of a ruler, or measuring how tall you are, or measuring the distance from San Diego to Cincinnati. You know, it's just a length. So, but here we have 3 lengths. So the perimeter is the distance around something. So it's going to be 321 plus 150 plus 345. So you're just going to add up the numbers, and it's just it's perimeter is just a measure of the distance around something. So we want to measure the distance around the triangular garden. This is the triangular garden, the inside part. We want to measure what's around the triangular garden, which is the border. All right, pause the video, add those numbers, and when you come back, we'll do it together. All right, we're back. 345 plus 150 plus 321. Add them up. 5 plus 0 plus 1 is 6. 2 plus 5 is 7. Blah, 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 blah. 816. Now that's our answer, right? Wrong. That's not our answer. We have to write 816 feet. And feet is notated FT. All right. On to the next problem. So I think this is our last problem for today. Find the sum of 322, 87, 15, and 623, and 9. So we're finding the sum of all those numbers. Now remember, the word sum just means it's the result. It's the number that results after you add a bunch of numbers together. So see if you can do this problem, pause the video, and then when you're done, we'll come back and try it together. All right, we're back. 322, line them up vertically. All right. Now notice that I put one of the 3-digit numbers under the 2-digit number. Again, that's completely fine. Doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect the answer. All right, add all the numbers in the ones digits. Adding all these, we get 17. Carry the 1. All right, add all the numbers in this column, and you get 14. Carry the 1. Add up all the numbers in this column, and you get 10. So the sum is 1047. Now technically that was a word problem because you have obviously words, right? But there's no, we're not counting anything specific, we're just counting numbers. So 1047 is fine. You don't have to put feet or ounces or grams or anything like that. All right, so you now know how to add whole numbers. We learned the algorithm, line the numbers up vertically. Doesn't matter which number goes on top, but the most important thing is that you line up the numbers. Line up the ones digit, the tens digit, the hundreds digit, so on and so forth. The number one problem that students are going to typically have is not lining up the numbers properly. If you don't line up the place value of the numbers, you have no chance of getting the problem correct. So let's see here. So again, this is class 3, adding whole numbers. So now let's look at your homework. All right, so here's your homework. You want to get a screenshot of this. Again, if you have a PC, you push I think you push the Windows button, and then at the upper right you push the Part Screen button. I can't remember what the buttons are called, but just Google screenshot. Take a screenshot, and you have looks like 25 problems. Remember, when you do the homework, always give a title. Title your work. Write your name, the date, and the course title, which is arithmetic. And again, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I don't want to do all that stuff. I just want to scribble on the paper. Well, if you scribble on the paper, it means everything that you're writing is completely useless. It's useless to you. It's useless to me. It's useless to your parents. It's useless to any school that would ever want you to attend. So you have to keep a record of your work. So write the title and date, all that stuff I just said. Now, and you're going to do this obviously on a separate piece of paper because you don't have room on this paper. So you're going to write the problem number and circle it. You're going to rewrite the original problem. And you're going to show your work neatly. And then you're going to rewrite the answer and rectangle it. And then after you write the answer, you're going to check the answer. Notice that I wrote all the answers here. And again, you're probably thinking, well, that's too easy. That's cheating. Because now I can just write the answer. Well, no, you can't just write the answer. You have to show your work. You know, if you write the answer and you turn it in school, you get a 0. You get an F. So, but you're probably still thinking, well, why am I giving you the answers? Well, the reason I'm giving you the answers is so that you can check to make sure you did it correctly. If you don't check to make sure that you did it correctly, that means you don't care if you did it correctly. And there's a possibility of getting the wrong answer. So if you get the wrong answer, you can go back and fix it. The whole point is to do the homework correctly. If you don't do it correctly, then you're just wasting your time. So you have all the answers. I want you to check the answer for every single problem. And now if you do the problem and then you get the answer and then you go on to the next one, again, that means you're being careless. You have to check your answer for every single problem. And I have all the answers here. So that's the end of this class. Be sure and take a screenshot of this. And remember to keep your work in your binder. Keep it organized as I talked about in the first class. And in the next class, we're going to be subtracting whole numbers. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the next class.